Are you called to uplift others, to bring through a big message, to share your transformation with others, to uplift? And do you want a thriving business doing it? That's what we're talking about today on this week's Give Voice to Your Vision. We're going to stop the spinning wheel. We're going to get real. So it is clarity you feel. I'm gonna share some Jedi moves and tricky truths and real tools you can use. So join me. And we're gonna talk about inside out marketing. What do you say? How do you figure out what to say when you feel called, when you have had a massive transformation and you have a big ambition and a big message and a big voice? It can often be very elusive to share. And that's what we're talking about today. I'm going to share my 5-step what to say framework with you. And I'm also going to give you a sneak peek into my high level framework that I share with my high level clients, and help you to understand all the moving parts of your own V8 engine for your transformation business. If you're here, give me a like and a heart and a thumbs up. Share your takeaways so others will have value. And I know that you're here. If you have questions, definitely post those in the comments. I always come back and check in on those after the call if I don't see them here during the training. I love that you're here. So once again, we're talking inside out marketing and how that's going to help you figure out what to say. I'm going to share my 5-step framework on messaging. How do you take this amazing transformation, insight, gift, healing, creative voice and make a business go? Yeah, make a business go. How do you talk about what you do in a way that people get it, hear you, see you, and want to hire you? I'll share the 5-step framework, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the V8 engine that I do with my SOAR clients and the Dare to Soar and the Visibility Accelerator group. So first up, I want to deliver exactly what I said we were going to talk about is what to say. We were meeting with the Fearless Facebook Live Formula folks yesterday and taking their brilliant reinventing retirement and healing people's relationships with emotional eating and grief. How do we grieve? Learning how to grieve. All of these amazing gifts and these potent, powerful messages, brilliant messengers. And every single one of them was, how do I say it so that people will get it? And we're going to start with this what to say framework. And it's the first step is, and that's what we were talking about yesterday, is what are you? Step one is, what are you called to share? Just being honest with ourselves and allowing ourselves to say, this is what I want to say. This is what I'm here to bring forward. This has been my transformation. This is the gift that I have. This is what I love to do. And I want to help others do it, or I want to make money doing it. Both together is ideal. Yeah. I love to help people find their messaging, find their voice, find their confident presence, understand how to activate their kinetic energy transference with their audience so that people do see them, hear them, and hire them. Yeah, so whatever you're here to bring through is meant to be. It is done. It is done. It is done. And you got to own that. You got to claim that. You got to say, this is what I want to share. And then there's the journey. That's where the journey begins. Learning how to craft that and share that and show up consistently with your visibility and your ongoing marketing and messaging, staying true to that calling, but also understanding how to talk about it so that people get it is where things get tricky. And that's what we were talking about yesterday. It was so fun to see their eyes light up as we flipped their message of what they want to do and what their program does and how their coaching works into what their clients can understand, can see, hear, and want to hire them with. So the first step is, what are you called to share? The second step is knowing, who will you serve? This is where it gets tricky, because especially if you're a transformation bringer, you can probably help everybody. How do you pick? And so knowing who you will serve, here's one tip for you to get you started or to get you accelerating your results. Okay. If you're being visible and you're sharing value, but you're not really getting engagement, focus your message on one particular outcome. Who will you serve? You can help I'm trying to think of examples from yesterday. You can help people of every ages eat in a way that feels free, and they can enjoy food, and they can be in their ideal health, right? But if I try to share that with the whole world, nobody can hear you, right? So picking who will you serve with this marketing phase, with this messaging, pick one thing for now, or pick one thing at a time, one audience at a time. Knowing who you're going to focus on is really powerful, because then you can really be talking to them. All right. So then step 3 is the clincher. It's one of the clinchers. Step 3 and 4, 5, they're all clinchers. Step 3 is understanding what they seek. So when you have had the transformation, or you've done the research, and you've had the degrees and the trainings and the NLPs and the PhDs and the understanding, and you're on the other side where the solution is, remembering and understanding that your audience is where the problem is, or the desire is. What are they looking for? And the solution is eating to eliminate cravings and specific diet plans. I'm using the food analogy as an example. But what they have, what they struggle, what they're looking for is feeling better in their body, or dieting and weight loss, right? So how do we must meet them where they are. So step 3 is what do they seek? Step 1, what do you want to share? Step 2, who will you serve? Step 3, what do they seek? Step 4, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where it's one of the places. This is your job. And this is where we can go, oh no, I didn't know when I decided to open my healing and transformation business that I was going to have to spend 80% of my time doing marketing and enrollment. That's why we want to learn how to market from the inside out. That's what I'm going to review in our V8 framework, so you can see how that works. And when you're marketing from the inside out, your marketing, your messaging, and your enrolling feels as good, is one and the same with doing the work you love to do, sharing your message. So we have to build the bridge in step 4. We had step 1, what do you want to share? What is the uplifting? What is the message? What is the gift? What is the work you want to do in the world? 2, who do you want to do it with? In this marketing phase, right? Pick one audience at a time. And what are they looking for? What are their challenges? What are their dreams? What are their pains, their problems? And what is the thing that they wake up saying to themselves? And this is where it gets hard to remember. For those of you in the transformation space, if you have felt the transformation, it's especially with energy work and healing, and we get to the solution, we can't remember or find the words of where it was before. So we have to let our audience do that. Let our clients and our potential clients do that. Okay. What do they seek? Next is to build the bridge. And this is what we were doing yesterday and having some fun with. Flipping is what I love to do with my clients. Understanding what it is. I pull it out of them, what it is that you want to say, and what you're here to do, and what the clients need, and flipping that language so that you can speak to them in words that they can hear. You're not changing. You're not saying one thing and delivering another. You're flipping the language and how you share it and how you deliver it so that your audience can hear you. Can I think of an example? Trying to think of an example from yesterday. I can't think of the specific example, but that Diane was using. We know that our client needs. I'm going to flip to another client who was talking about the power of the chemical reaction that happens when you take, I don't have a plant in here, smell dirt. There's a whole chemical reaction in the brain that happens. And so she knew that was a powerful thing. But we got into what is her audience looking for? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they going to click on? What are they going to say yes to watching? And it was stress relief, feeling anxious, not sleeping well. So the content and what she decided to share in her live was, are you stressed out? Are you feeling the pressure of the world today? In this live, I'm going to give you 3 powerful things you can do to calm your nervous system, to understand what's going on and really help yourself ground in just a couple of seconds anytime. And then she shared the tools and the techniques, and I call them teeny tiny teaching topics, of having a plant that you can smell the earth in, or taking off your shoes and putting your toes in the grass. So she knew that grounding your nervous system was the thing that they needed to do, and that there were all these tools that you can use to ground your nervous system. I've done a lot of that, from anxiety and performance, nerves and stage fright and all of those things, learning about sensory proprioception and sensory processing. So she knew that that plant was going to help them. But they weren't surfing online going, where can I learn how to ground my nervous system, right? They were looking for less anxiety, more focus, less stress. Yeah. So that's an example of how it's our job to build the bridge. Yeah. The last step, the clincher for sure, is that you got to put it out there. You got to own what you're called to share. Identify your audience and know what they seek. Speak in the words that they use. Build the bridge. Put it out there. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Go live. Say it out loud. Make a post. Write an email. Say it out loud in Messenger and one-on-one conversations. Say it out loud. Don't wait until it's ready and practice it and try and get it perfect in its shiny box and then say it. Get your notes together, own who you are, trust yourself, build the muscle. Visibility is a practice. Put it out there. So that's the 5-step what to say system. If that's valuable for you, when you come back to watch the replay, or if you're here, let me know where you get stuck, or if you have any questions about the what to say system. And here's how we can implement that what to say system from the inside out. When your marketing is an extension of your self-expression and an extension of who you are, we're going to get into now exactly the absolutely totally unique is your DNA part of you that is what your clients resonate with, is how to build your audience, is how to attract and bring those clients to you. So I promised to share before we finish today the V8 engine, that is the framework that I work with our one-year clients, our SOAR clients, our high-level clients in this framework. So that you can start to see, okay, messaging, figure out what to say, and how do I build a framework, mindset, action, intention, all of those things. How do I build that framework so that I can let my whole business, my leadership, my CEO, my marketing, my enrollment, my visibility, all be in a part of this V8 engine working together. So the first ingredient in the V8 framework is vision. Owning, allowing, acknowledging, expanding a bigger vision. And this is where I think, we need each other. Creativity thrives in collaboration. I think for the messaging, the 5 steps of what to say can be very elusive for those of us in the transformation space. Having somebody pull it out of us and help us learn that has been, I see my clients flourish. I know it was something I had to learn. And I think we need someone to help us with that. But I think that we also limit who we are and how we show up because we're human. So creating that next bigger vision and trusting it, owning it, allowing it, stating it is essential. One of the things that kept me struggling and striving and playing small in my own journey was not being willing to step into that next bigger vision, or not seeing how I wasn't doing that. So vision and having ongoing inspiration, expansion, mirroring, mentoring, community to step into that bigger vision. The second, I'm trying to find my little banners here, is values. Staying aligned with who you are and letting that be an ongoing priority, and really trusting what kind of business you want to create, who do you want to work with, staying in alignment. We talk a lot about alignment in messaging as well. The third essential ingredient is voice. Sharing your voice in the biggest sense of the word, okay? Owning your words, staying in the highest expression of what you're here to bring, and doing the work of building that bridge and learning the language of your client and learning how to weave that in. Your voice is sensation, vibration, it's ideas, it's intuition, it's inspiration, it's a living, breathing, resonating sensory aspect of you, and that vibration is one of our V8 frameworks. So your voice, own your voice. You're here to share it, trust it, to go to any lengths to clarify your message and make your insights, intuition, inspiration, allow it to be heard. Okay. The fourth ingredient in our V8 framework is a vehicle. So in business, your vehicle is your offer. What are you inviting people to? What will you bring people to get the transformation? Is it a coaching package? Is it a program? Is it a supplement? Is it a tool? Is it a tactic? People want the transformation, but you need to know what it is that you're offering. And that helps you figure out what your marketing will say, and that helps you figure out how to show it up, and that's how you learn the language of it, is to know where you're headed. That's how you grow a business. Without an offer, without closing sales, you don't have a business. And the fifth essential ingredient in the V8 framework is visibility. That's what we talk about here. That's what can be so elusive and so vulnerable and so edgy and so powerful and potent and transformational. You showing up fully, consistently. I will say consistency is the biggest thing you can do for your visibility. Flexing the muscle. That's why we say here, visibility is a spiritual practice. Showing up, being seen consistently as a leader, owning your voice, doing all these things we've talked about, sharing your 5-step what to say framework, posting, engaging, showing up to lead. All of those things are critical to your business and have a really potent, for most of us in the transformation space, those who feel a little bit vulnerable, getting visible is our own spiritual journey. That's why I call it a spiritual practice. It is about owning voice, owning values, being seen with our vision, our voice, our values, making offers and inviting, and doing it again and doing it again, and being consistent and showing up and expanding our confidence, expanding our audience, expanding our sales. Expansion is inevitable. It's what we're here to do. We're either expanding or contracting. Yeah. So we had vision. Big vision. What is your big vision? Take a minute, and if it could be anything, what would it be? Values. What do you stand for? Who are you? What do you stand for? Voice. What are you called to share? That's step 1 in our 5-step what to say system, right? What are you called to share? Notice that the vision and the values are before your voice. Yeah. Owning that vision and aligning with the values. That is how we access, activate, and allow our voice. Yeah. And then your offer. Your vehicle is the thing that people invest in themselves with to have the transformation. It's an energy transmission. Yeah. And it also helps you figure out what you're talking about, what to say, how to market, how to enroll, knowing where you're headed. And again, you're using that 5-step what to say framework to talk about your offers as well. Mind blown. All right. And the fifth in our V8 framework, the fifth essential ingredient in our V8 framework is getting visible. We don't put it all together over here and get it all perfect and then get visible. Visibility is a spiritual practice. Once we're visible, there's 2 things we need to do. 2 things we need to do. Did I get all those numbers right? Yeah. 2 things we need to do. Turn up the volume. That doesn't mean yell and get loud. Volume also means space. Yeah. So confidence, clarity, more flow, dropping in and going, understanding, letting the volume, more people coming into you, more opportunities coming into you, more revenue coming into you, flow. And with the volume, also comes velocity, speed, and direction. Actually, I think I might flip those. Speed and direction are what help you have the volume. Yeah. Speed and direction, getting in your lane. Your business is cooking along. You know your messaging, your marketing. You know who you're talking to. People are signing up. More people are signing up. And then we get into scaling and streamlining and systemizing and building and expanding to whatever level you are called to grow your business. But that's where you get to start doing the things that you're really good at, that you want to focus on, and have a little bit of support or a lot of support, depending on what you're building, to keep things going and growing, letting them gain and take their own momentum. Your business is more than you. Your business is bigger than you. It has its own life, its own path, its own flow, and you get to do the fun parts, right? You get to do what you're called to do. And then the last part, and this essential, and it covers all of the other elements, ingredients of the V8 framework, and that is vibration. Your vibration is who you are, how you show up, what you're called to do. Your vibration is the container that all of these V8 frameworks live in. Yeah, your vision is held in your energetic presence, in your vibration. Your values resonate and expand and accelerate and send joy and uplift in that container of your vibration. Your voice is sensation and vibration. Sharing your message expands and opens your vibration, especially as you're more confident and less held back and more free. You increase the vibration. Sharing your message, growing your business, enrolling clients uplifts the whole world. It allows your vibration, your energetic imprint, impact, wattage to grow. Your vehicle helps you, is a part, your offers, your invitations, working with you, having people hire you, the flow of money coming in, receiving that, giving the goods that you have to uplift and support your clients. All of that is expanding and not only uplifting your vibration and not only feeding and fueling the vibration of your business, but your clients' vibration and all the impact and the work that they go out to do, or how they are in the world and the freedom and the lives that they're creating, is expanding and uplifting vibration. Volume is also vibration. As your energetic container can hold a bigger vibration, as you play bigger and you expand more and your business grows and takes on a life of its own, there is more volume. The volume is louder. If you have a smooth bed of sand and you take a speaker and you blast the sound at that sand, the sand moves. So the vibration and volume of your voice, your message, your business, your impact, your clients is changing reality, is moving matter. And then, of course, velocity. Yeah, if you think of a sound wave, the faster, the louder it goes, the more it's squeezed into, the more vibration is squeezed into it. So that is the training that I have for you today. I'm going to do a quick recap. We're talking about what to say, marketing from the inside out, marketing from alignment with your values, alignment with your vision, alignment with the people you want to serve. And all of those V8s are coming from you trusting yourself, tuning into your inner guides, your experience, your expertise, the people you're called, trusting it and sharing it from the inside out. Staying in alignment to share your message. I shared my 5-step framework, which is step 1, what do you want to say? Step 2, who do you want to say it to? Who do you want to serve? What are they looking for? Step 3, how do you build the bridge from where you are and what you got and what you want to offer, your process, to your clients and meeting them where they are so that they can hear you, see you, and hire you. And then, of course, with your what to say, you got to say it out loud, put it out there. Don't wait till you're ready. You're ready. Get the support you need to get ready and start. Visibility is a practice we implement. And then the V8 engine for your transformation business, my V8 framework that I do with my higher year-long clients, is based in vibration. Vision is based in vibration. I'm loving the vibration. That's where we ended up. Vision, yeah. Values, voice, vehicle. What's your offer? What is the mechanism for your business to go? Yeah. Visibility. Get visible. Visibility is a practice. Do it a little bit every day. Keep going. Consistency. Volume. Turn up the volume. And then velocity, speed and direction, speed and direction. Yeah. And all of this is in the container of your vibe. Your presence is your greatest gift. Give generously. Show up with all of who you are, vulnerability, warts and all, a contribution. Do the work, have the support that you need to own your message. Be fully alive in who you are. Learn the language that's going to build that bridge to your audience, and keep going. Keep going. Be supported. Invest in yourself. Lavish upon yourself. Mentors, guides, communities that help you to have the yes, I'm going to do that, or that's great. I love that idea. The aha feeling, rather than places going to products, courses, mentors, masterminds, and programs that make you go, oh, I'm not doing it right, or leave you feeling more confused than when you started. If this has been valuable, when you come back and watch the replay, let us know. Share your takeaways. If you're stuck, if you're thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to say, and that made sense to me, know that this is something that takes a little while and some mirroring and some practice. And there's a whole lot of little tiny tactics, tools, and strategies and steps built into my What to Say system. And we are cooking up a really powerful and fun way for you to come and play with us and do a deep dive into that What to Say system very soon. So stay tuned. Always private message me if something I've said resonates. If you want to know how we can support you, we are about real conversations, real connections, real transformation, and real business growth and impact. And I love to support you. All right. Have a great weekend.